Hey, good morning, everybody. This is the Professor with Day Trading for Success. We have a full house here today. We're very excited about today's live trading, so you should stick around. There's a lot of stuff to see. I'll be right back.
Welcome to Day Trading for Success, hosted by the professor, a former math teacher, professional trader, and coder for Charles Schwab's Thinkorswim platform. The professor isn't a licensed financial advisor. Always consult a pro before diving into any strategies or demos you see here. Start smart, practice in a simulator, stick to a solid day trading plan, and don't forget to log every trade. Your profits will start with preparation. Thank you for allowing us to share in your journey. Please remember to subscribe, comment, give a thumbs up, and click that notification bell so you can be the first to receive more of our great content.
So welcome back, everybody. So today, some big news. Really, the news all over yesterday and this morning is that Musk is backing away from working with the government as much and going back to Tesla. So with that news, Tesla started to jump up. We expect that today is going to be a big day for Tesla to jump up. Everybody wanted to trade it. So how do you trade a stock that's been going way beyond its ATR levels every day? Well, I'm going to show you how to do it. We're going to be using the RV strategy parameters, which is in Day Trading Volume 1, which I recommend you get. I have a link to that. But we're going to take it a little bit further to try to adapt for what we have today. So I already have these charts marked out. Charlie's here handling the chat, so she'll be dealing with everybody here on Zoom. We have a full studio downstairs trading as well. Alan wanted to trade down there today. Everybody's expecting to make their book today, and our daily goal is about 5,000 a day across the board with everybody that trades in our group. You don't make it all the time, but for the most part, at the end of the week, we're all looking pretty good for that goal. How do we do that? We trade your large caps primarily, $25 billion minimum market cap, $1 billion minimum float. Now, this presentation that I have right here is not really for beginners. However, if you watch a lot of the archive videos and you read the books that I recommend, you have a really good chance of being able to trade one day like this to make a living, which is the goal of this channel, to have you make $100 a day, $200 a day, $500 a day, maybe as much as thousands of dollars a day. That comes with share size, obviously. So if you've made the PDT rule, which is $25,000, you can margin up to $100,000 in value. Now, we're going to be trading 1,000 shares. It's beyond that with the traders here that have been trading a long time. But you can do this same strategy that we're going to be showing today with 10 shares, 50 shares, and you can carve out a pretty good living over time if you're careful with a maximum loss per trade, a maximum loss per day, trade in a simulator first, read all the source material, and practice all the strategies and find a strategy that works for you. Not every strategy is the best for everybody. So you need to kind of practice and see what's working. Now, this is the one that changed everything a couple years ago when it came out. It was a large cap strategy. But the other thing, besides just strategies, having the right tools like proprietary firms, contract with me to get them the right tools. One of the advantages you have when you have proven a strategy and you need to get funded, you can go to one of those firms. I recommend you doing a lot of research, finding a reputable one. And besides them giving you funding and taking 10 to 20% of your profit, that's how it works, but letting them use their money, they also let you use their tools, which is what we're going to be going over here today, which is the tools that I create for them and other professional traders that really make a difference. And here's one of the things. I mean, you can watch lots of videos out there, and I'm not going to naysay anybody because everybody has a right to make a living on whatever they believe in or whatever they want to sell, whatever they want to pitch. That's cool. But when people say indicators don't work, it's kind of like they're talking in the past. In the last few years, with the advent of AI and the advent of over 9 million day traders now, trading with the crowd has become a big deal. What the indicators do is they target what that crowd is doing. They can pinpoint when you're trading with the crowd and what you should be thinking about and calling the future of every trade. So as a quarterback that I'm doing today and I'm calling the trades, that's one of the things that I do, although everybody is responsible for their own trades. So indicators are here to stay. They're only getting better and better and better. Those noises you hear are alerts telling me what to do with the indicators that I have here. So I have a pretty good package here of indicators that I'm on. That was the MACD that just went off right there, that white arrow telling you the price action is going to go down. Now, they're not right every single time, but they're pretty close to it, 80, 75, 80, 85%. I also have the market magnet on here. You can see price action coming above it, which tells you the opposite. It tells you it's going to go up. So you have conflicting. Now the buy-sell oscillator just came in, that red arrow, telling you it's going to go down. We're going to go over what these blue lines are in a minute. So we have a conflicting things here. Again, MACD says down, oscillator says down, market magnet says probably up. So then you look at the scalping indicator, which is the first thing I look at. It's telling you the action inside each 1 minute candlestick, how many sellers, how many buyers. It's kind of like sitting on a wave on a surfboard and you're waiting for that wave to get momentum and you jump on it and you surf. And the indicator absolutely called it going down. It went down. Had you jumped in that trade, the second those indicators said to do it, you would have made a nice big profit here, even though they were conflicting, right? So you have to kind of get practice and see which way to go and then be ready to jump out. You're trying to take a 3-second, 15-second trade, not a 10-minute, 20-minute, one-day trade. Swing trading now, because of all the shenanigans that are going on with the market and people being so emotional, is more and more difficult because you can get in a position, say, well, I'm down right now, but I'm going to hold it overnight because I know it's going to come back. Well, it doesn't come back anymore as much as it used to. It used to be continually you could count on things going up. So if you held a long position, hey, I'm just going to hold it overnight. You could wake up in the morning and find out that it went down, 10% of the value of the stock these days. So it's just ridiculous what's going on. Now, what I have marked here, along with trading with the crowd in this strategy, is support and resistance levels at every whole and half dollar. Okay, so whole and half dollar is what other people set for their going in and going out. This is just simple logic, guys. There's no rocket science here. I know my layout looks like rocket science. It can if you're not used to it. You don't have to have all these things. I have learned to use all these things to set it up quickly due to the actual trading. But I'm going to be looking right here. This is what I'm going to be looking at right here. And when I look right in the middle here, I can clearly call what direction based on all these different indicators that we're going to go over. But I'm also looking at the whole and half dollar levels. Now, when you see them missing, which occasionally there are some missing, like that 262, that means I couldn't find any historical data besides the whole and half dollar level trading with the crowd to back that up. And that's the RV strategy, guys. So on the RV strategy, you're looking for historical data, meaning when did the price action abruptly turn around? It was going up, it abruptly turned around. It was going down, it abruptly turned around. It spiked, it abruptly went up. Here it spiked and it abruptly went down. So everywhere you see me, I drew a line. I tried to keep them I did keep them on the whole and half dollar. But if there wasn't any historical data in the last 30 days, now I went further back, the strategy calls for 10 days, but with the new high swings back and forth, we've been going back a little longer and adapting the strategy for this changing market. So if it calls for going back to find historical data to mark levels of support and resistance, like a high, a ceiling, or a low, a floor, then we've gone back further to do that. And they are guidelines only. You can't count on them. But the whole idea of a pattern is that it's going to repeat, right? So you're looking for things that might repeat, and then you line up as much data that says that thing might repeat. This is just simple logic. It's no funny business. Oh, what a weird strategy idea. No, it's just, that's how the RV strategy and the $1 Million Margin Club that came out with it base that on, like, hey, what just happens over and over and over again? Why don't we look to go into the trades then? And then if we're going to trade in just a 30-minute increment in a big day, right, going in between an average true range up and down of a large cap stock, how can we play just that little area to tweak it even finer besides historical data? So you also see here that I have a Fibonacci level marked. I would go back and look at some of those previous videos, but it's considered to be nature's mathematical formula. I did mark it on a 10-day. This is 10-day back, high to low. I snapped the line, and then a bunch of levels came in. A 2-day back would have given me nothing because this is where it closed yesterday. So all the lines would have been below the price action. And because of the catalyst today, we're expecting it to go up. So I didn't even snap the 2-day. Now, we could be wrong. I mean, I'm kind of surprised because it went up, after market, then it went down pre-market. People are taking profit here. But I expect that it's just going to continue to go up today. We'll see. That's what we're counting on. But we'll trade it short too. And then the ATR is the average true range you expect it to move. So right now it's right in the middle. So it's the ATR is calling its thing. Now there's indicators that tell you exactly where those are, how to get that, or you can do the calcs to get it. And I've shown many videos on how to do that. So you should go back and look at those, but I can show you maybe briefly on this day. Oh God, okay. I didn't even use it because I used the indicators. So I didn't zoom in here, but if you zoom in here, you look at yesterday's close, right? And you look at the ATR down there when I go over that candle, average true range over a 14-day period, smooth of every open and close of the last 14 days. It came an average movement of $20.44. So you divide that by 2, you subtract half from the close, which would be the top of this candle, to get a low range, and you add the other half to get the high range. Now we've created a range we expect that large cap to move in between, maybe. Everything's a maybe, guys. That's why you want to have max loss per day, per trade, max loss per day. The idea of scalping and day trading, which on these prop firms, I mean, they're putting out realized income for their scalpers of not just $1 million a year, $10 and $20 million a year, guys. So don't expect to be one of those, but maybe $20,000 a year, $50,000 a year. Wouldn't that be nice? You could quit your job maybe, and it's just not that impossible. So you just go, rather than do all these weird things. It's interesting when people are calling out strategies, they have a static chart, and then they say, when it gets up here, it goes down here. When it gets up here, it goes down there. They're basing it on just the pattern, and let's face it, it's being cherry-picked. Right? It's being cherry-picked of that happening because it doesn't always happen that way. So how do you pick it when you see live trading within a time period, right? That's where everything's going. It's getting better and better and better with these indicators to have you predict it. And the more people that see the same thing, the more it happens. Right? The more it is literally, it becomes self-perpetuating because so many people. Now, this is just simple logic and simple math. I'm not saying anything revolutionary. What I am saying is a lot of stuff that people don't say, and it still baffles me, especially as it's just in your face. So a lot of the people need to learn and not just say that's not true and it can't be done. You watch how I call them out. If you don't understand why I took a trade, please comment in the chat like people do, or send me an email. The email's on the channel, guys. You act like it's some mystical thing. A lot of people, you can email me anytime. You will be answered. It might take a few days, sometimes even a week, because there's a backlog, but I will answer. And anyway, I'm about to call, because I want you to understand. I want to pay this forward, what you're doing for me by watching. I want you to make money. It's the whole purpose of this channel. That's it, right? Is to make money. I'm not selling something on this channel. I'm getting your time. And then hopefully one day I'll have lots of views. We're about to break the 30K mark in subscribers. It's steadily going up, and I appreciate all that. Hey, I'd like to get to 1 million, but right now I'd like to get to 100,000. That's our goal before the end of the year. Maybe that's possible. We'll see. And basically with video demonstrations and teaching different ways to learn these things, that's what we offer, different strategies, how to call the trades as they happen with the right indicators, and then we will direct you on where to get these things. I have links. If you can't find them, they are being sold for different prices. Make sure you get the $25 price, not the $250 price for the same indicator. Go to the ones that I create them for, which is, well, there's a couple traders. Right now I can only promote the $1 Million Margin Club, but probably I'll be promoting others soon as well. But I know you can get them there, and there's a link for them. them. And then the books, besides the $1 Million Margin Call books, you might want to get Trading in the Zone. I have a link for that with Mark Douglas. Best Loser Wins, Tom Hougaard. I have a link to that. And then the $1 Million Margin Call books, Day Trading Volume 2, the Candlestick Pattern Playbook, is basically teaching you, it gives you a rating system for patterns. Those are the patterns inside the patterns, not the ones that I went back and just showed you on historical data. That's short-term historical. So I'm about to start trading, guys, and we're going to call it. So we don't expect there to be any delay. Schwab promises 0.2 of a second. If you're using their market, they will make money on you 1 to 2 pennies per share, basically, on everything that you're trading. So you have to think about that when you're doing a trade here. It's going to slip a little bit because they're going to give you the wrong end of the market on these things. So not the wrong end, but the way that they make the most money. But they do guarantee you get filled. Remember, you're multiplying these by 100. Only 40 to 50% of the level 2 is being shown, including the time and sales in the book. Only 40 to 50%, no matter what they say about reporting. It's not true anymore, and as the regulations are getting lifted, it's less and less true. So it's less and less that you can use the level 2, the time and sales and the level 2 to call your trades. On momentum, it doesn't hurt when you're doing really fast momentum trades. Okay, guys, I'm looking at the 261 level as support. I saw the buy-sell oscillator turning around. We're at the bottom of the magnet as well. So I think that these arrows, green and red, are part of the market magnet. It does seem like it wants to pull it up. We're still strong on the seller on the scalping indicator, but overall, I'm picturing an upward swale. We want this stock to move up today. Now we're going to be looking at this whole and half dollar levels as support and resistance. Ceilings, hit a ceiling, jump off a floor. Same thing here. Jump off this floor, maybe turn around at the ceiling at the 50 cent. We'll see how it goes. We got 1 minute. Now the RV strategy, which we're trading, and there's lots of details about it. Lots of, if I haven't covered it, get the book, or they even have a video at the $1 Million Margin Club, page by page. You don't have to buy the book. Right? I'll give you that little tip. You don't have to buy the book. And if you want free scripts, every, week to 2, I put out for 24 to 48 hours a free script. Also, if you review their books, you get a free script for every review you do. That's a deal they offer. I'm trying to make it as open share as I can and still remain a capitalist. So to help you guys, again, buy-sell oscillator turning us around, guys. So now we're about to stop all that talk, and we're going to be focusing on the trades. I'm looking to get in down here. I'm going to look at the market maker. That's my price. Not selling. I'm buying. Looking for it close to the 50 cents. Seems like I might have missed it there a minute earlier. 63. I saw it hit 55, and it jumped right up. I'm at 261, 63, guys. Now Charlie is letting them know. Now I have 1,000 shares. With Tesla, I am not looking for less than 1 point, to be honest with you. I'm not going to take these $200 trades. Now 10 o'clock here on the East Coast, the United States, and the New York Stock Exchange is a rapid increase in volume. One of the reasons why so many strategies start right then is because of that. So now we just got another alert that went off. I'm trying to see which one that was. So these alerts have sound effects. So anywhere in here, guys, is possible to get out. I guess I'm looking at the magnet. Now I'll be buying and selling and reversing. So, okay, so this is all buyers at the 10. Now what's supposed to be happening, which is it going up, is starting to happen. So I'm going to hang on to this. Now there's the buy-sell oscillator saying we're done. Now that's understandable because it's working on a crossover, and the price action has just crossed over a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm not going to pay quite as much attention to that right now because I expect that to go off, and I expect the MACD to turn us around as well. So I'm looking at the 63.50, so that might be it as the level here. this could be the end of the move. Let's see if the buyers can still stay strong here. I don't want to get out prematurely. I will be reversing, which in essence is like selling and then selling again. So you're going short instead of long. And I just do it all at once because my logic in trading is there's the buy sell oscillator. I don't expect these. They're going to come up. So I want to see them come up when we're consolidating, not when we're going straight up. Although it did call it. A lot of people saw it and jumped on it. A lot of people see the same indicator. 100%, 97. We just jumped on this wave. Let's not jump off. Okay, let's not jump off. I was saying something else and I got sidetracked by the indicator. But, I'm looking for, we all want this. Look at the multi-chart alignment. Now, what this indicator does is every 5-minute chart, 15-minute, 30-minute, and 1 hour and 4 hour chart, it's telling you what those candle colors are, where that price action is, and what are all those traders doing. They're all jumping on this trade is what they're doing, right? Right at 10 a.m. here in the East Coast of the United States, everybody went long. So I'm not going to pay as much attention to these buy-sell oscillator or I will watch the market magnet because that's overall volume. And when there becomes a void in people in a certain area waiting for where the price action is, what is waiting in line for the trades, you could watch a fall off. Kind of like if you picture, like when in the Top Gun movies where they're going straight up and they lose consciousness, like there's no oxygen up here. It's G-forces there. But I mean, it's kind of like there's no oxygen, meaning there's nobody to pick up your trade. So it might drop off. And really, I probably should have got into that. So, and I'm looking at the even dollar too. So 63.50 is where it turned around. And I just dropped $400 there. So, it did hit the VWAP right here, which is the, most people would call that the true value of the stock at any given moment, but you don't use a 1-minute chart to call that out, really. So it's going to be the same, but you want to look at a bigger chart time frame. What would be nice if we could play off the fibs, and that's way up there, so I don't expect that to happen anytime soon. So probably should be taking some of these trades. I just hit 2,000 here. So now we're going to 64. This is a great opening trade. Okay, I see some of you already got out and went short and then came back, and because there's all kinds of different numbers up there. So, some of you captured. Somebody's got 2,500, 2,800. So you captured that move that I missed right there. Good for you. That's scalping, guys. Besides just going straight up with a trend, which of course is easy, you try to catch these little moves, and I've been talking a lot and not saying that. Now, the EMA crossover is also saying straight up. Again, we expect everything to stay straight up right now. So these indicators become a lot more valuable when this starts to happen. See this consolidation? This is when if this is where it's going to stop right here, then we're going to really want to pay attention to these indicators, in which way they're going. This is the future, guys. These indicators are telling you. But right now, it's an upward trend, and I'm holding it. I didn't caption. I'm a indicator-driven scalper at heart, so you will see me take these little moves in here. I also like to do it to check on slippage a little bit here. So now, again, I didn't mark the historical data. I tried to mark it where the whole and half dollar was. I missed some in the middle here so that I could go for at least 50-cent moves. And that's just a strategy I did. I noticed some of them do not have it marked out that way. Everybody does mark their historical data to help them trade, and I highly recommend you do that. But, at a minimum today, we want to make $5,000 with 1,000 shares. That's, if we're calling these right, that should be no problem. Here we go. Now we have a bit of a void here because we don't have a 265 level. So that should just suck it straight up there. If it works logically, that should go all the way. And then we have another big gap. So this thing is being pulled upward. Look at all the buys are at the top of the volume. Crossover is high at 91%. You do not want to jump out of this move. Everything is green. If you can catch a little scalp, great. See how I just sucked it right past it? Now I don't really expect there to be maybe much resistance till 266.50 based on the historical patterns alone. That's why I said that remark, if you're wondering why. So I'm not doing the typical in and out like you see me do. Like right now, I probably would have 4, 5, maybe more trades by now. I'm kind of seeing this, and this is what I consider to be like the opening that happened here that we didn't trade. Now at the 10 a.m., it's the new opening for strategies. So everybody profited, and now they're back in, and they're going to ride this. Let's see how far this can go. This could go to 300, guys. I know I'm not crazy when I say that. Because a lot of people think this value is way down for Tesla. Some people say it's finally getting down where it should be, which is like $180 is what the stats call for it to be. And because of Musk's dreams and what he's accomplished, it's always been marked at a higher value. And then when he started all this stuff where all half the country hated him, it dropped. So hopefully he'll stay out of politics, focus on his businesses, and then we can all make money trading his stocks. Just my point of view. I liked him much more when he was a businessman and not a politician. Okay, so this could be the ceiling, guys. Now that is the high of day marked there already, 266.43. So we'll call it 266.50. This is a great opening trade. I'm not ready to get out of this yet. You got your high frequency algorithms at work. We got shadow wicks happening. Buyers have dropped off though. So now you see it only made it halfway up and the volume went down. So we've lost that 10 a.m. burst, half hour after market burst, and it's dropping, and there's a lot of volatility going all the way back down to 64.50. There's your ATR way up there too. So where's your fib? Fib's past I guess I would look at the ATR as a solid resistance if this continues to go up. Okay, now it's confirming that we've lost some inertia here, and oh, okay, I was just about to reverse. Oh man, that was close. That would have been painful. Okay. Because I would have held it for a little bit and tried to bounce out. So, oh my God, guys. All right, I'm holding this. Now, what goes up must come down. This is a pretty big upward move. And even if it continues to go up, we should expect it to come down. Look at the buyers are right at the top. Let's see if this volume increases here again. It's like it is. Look at it go. This is the last and current. So it is actually continuing to go up in volume as it goes up. So no reason to get out. I think if it keeps doing this, I'll try my first bank this. I want to bank this money because there's our goal for the day. And a lot of people are going for like 25K today. So I think that might be a little dreamy, but this is a lot of share size. So anything can happen. And you want to avoid everybody selling at the exact same spot because you're going to get more slippage when that happens for them to fill you. So let's see. You want to know how to get your layout super sensitive. I have a video about that. I also offer all these free layouts like crazy. Oh my God, guys. Sooner or later, I got to bank this. This is just crazy. Craziness. Oh my God. Just when I'm thinking about it, it just punches. This is exciting. This is one of your bigger trades that you get without getting in and out. I'm not in the lead because some of these guys are continuing to scalp this. Actually, I'm right there. So whoever scalped it, just the one who was ahead of me lost some of it. And that's what can happen when you try to catch these. Like, this is tempting, It hit the 68.50, went a little further, then dropped. This could be it. Although look at the scalping indicator, look at the multi-chart alignment, look at everything, all the indicators. Now we're beyond any crossovers. Don't expect any MACD or EMA buy sell oscillator signals for a little bit. If if this just keeps going straight up, they become not as helpful. So then you want to look at whole and half dollars, historical data, and then you want to look at the overall move to just see, is that overall move waning to go up? See that? Whoever captured that, you could have captured some money there. I didn't get it. I'm not getting out of this. I'll use the ATR to get out, honestly, if it keeps going up. That's where I'll bank it. I don't know how much money that is, but I'll try banking it right there. Well, you know what? If it hits that and breaks it really hard, I won't bank it there. I don't want to see this drop below 6K with this move. So let's see if it's going to keep going down. Because that is a doji, or some people would say a hangman on the 1 minute. Learn your patterns, candlestick pattern playbooks, guys. They rate them. Okay, so I have my little ratings taped here on the bottom of my, because I can't remember everything. So I try to remember the ratings, but when you have an upward move like this, you're not necessarily going for the ratings like that. You want to. It's just, they're the patterns like that. So you don't only really want to look at a 15-minute or a 5-minute. Okay. All right. So this is just getting ridiculous, how much money on one trade. So everything's sinking. We have everything's reconciling. Okay. So the ATR might turn people around here. I'm really seriously thinking about, look at this, the buyers though. My God. Right at the top, right at the top. There was a drop of $300-400. Now I look at this like I don't want it to drop below 7K, and there it goes. So that is scary to turn around, or just to get out maybe and then get back in, because I think it's going to keep going up. So I don't want to be going short right when it stops its downward little spike there. Yeah, there it goes. Man, I just don't see I have so much cushion here. I don't see a reason to get out of this move until I see a real, like Tom Hougaard will tell you, have definitive news to get out. Make more money otherwise. It is sort of sloping down in volume, but not too much. Yeah, we're getting some reconciliation problems with the higher volumes. That last volume just gave us some reconciliation. Sorry, I took my eye off the ball there. So I've got to be careful. I need to keep my eye on the market magnet. When you have so many people are jumping in here, that we're having this isn't matching where the candlestick is. So I've got to be careful. So 29, it's a little bit off, like 5 to 10 seconds. It's varying. So hopefully it'll fix itself. 29. There's the ATR. Just broke the ATR. I'm looking at that. There's 269.73, and it just stopped there again. It seems to be really getting a resistance at that ATR, which is a lot of people will just automatically get out there. So it broke it again. It broke it again. 94. There's 72.70 even. Oh my God, it's not stopping, guys. It broke the ATR. Let's look to the fib then. Look at that. And even more volume. So we're getting more laggy reconciling problems here, unfortunately. So this will not ever have a problem. It's not a chart pattern or a histogram. This is real, true, in the moment data. So we want to keep our eyes on that. That is, so it's signifying a new upward trend. Wasn't that a while ago? I'm trying to figure out what. Oh my God. All right, I'm going to take this at 10K. I'm going to take this no matter what. So 270, 50. See, 271 is the ATR basically at 271. I'm going to bank it at 271 no matter what's happening, and then think about it. Yeah, it went way down there. Guys, I'm getting really ready here to see it. Just it dropped another buck. I thought it was going to break 10K for me. That might have been it. I might be out of it here. I missed it. Huh? Yeah. Oh, darn. That was it. It hit it, and I didn't see it right when it hit it. Okay, so we're gonna hold a second longer to see if it recovers, and that ATR, hold it. I don't want to see it break the ATR. That's 269. Oh, it just did. Oh man. Yeah, the candlesticks are throwing me off. I hate it when it has a reconciling problem like this. Should have got out of that move. Not only did I lose the money here, but I lost the money going short, and then the potential of going back up again, which I think a bunch of you got. Some of you aren't even having those problems, I see. Yeah, I'm having some problems with it reconciling here. So when you get over 1 million in volume, you get problems. So I'll go back anywhere near that fib again. I'm reversing. So let's see. I'm looking at the market maker this time, and I'm taking my eyes off the candles. There was 83, 85, 94. I'll take that. I got it at 86. All right. So my first trade was $9,300. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. We're right at the ATR level. It's kind of what we expected to happen, you know. So it's probably going to do its normal kind of stuff here for a bit. So now you're going to see me get into some scalping maybe a little bit more. I see some of you, quite a few of you over 10K up there. Good for you. It's just what we all thought about. We're all going to be, I see Alan up there is almost 11K, so he's doing good. I'm going to take that, guys. So I looked at the price action here. It's way down here at the ATR, so don't watch those. Be careful watching those candlesticks. They're off a couple of seconds there. A minute or two to 18, or a minute, about a little less than a minute, yeah. So hopefully they'll pull back in here because we're averaging over 1 million volume on a regular basis now. So I like it. There seemed like zero slippage, 0.2 of a second to fill, like they say, even with that share size. There's the MACD right where iTip turned around there. Okay, I really want that to reconcile, but we can read it on price action. We're not that far off. It's about a 30 seconds to a minute off, it looks like, which is annoying because I do tend to watch the candles a lot on these support and resistance levels. So I can, since they're on $half, it makes it easier to call them. Anywhere near 71. Anywhere near 71, guys. I'm looking 271. Oh, dropped before that. It seems to be hitting a ceiling at 270 now. So we're not going to get $9,000 trades anymore. It's going to be hard to be unhappy at this point, but I don't think we're making 20K. So yeah, it's definitely consolidating. So we're going to be able to read these indicators a little bit better, like I talked so much about early on, that they do really help, but not if it's just in a trend. They don't give you much. Now, I am working on some trend indicators, which will be good, being asked to do that. Wow, it's stalling right there. It's stalling right there. So, take that. You know, it was going up when I hit it. I thought it was going to keep going, but I think I reversed it at the right time there. So I'm looking at the ATR level on the price action again, which is going to be 269, like right there. 963. Take that. So I bank that. Now it's continuing to go, unfortunately for me. Seems like it's reconciling all at the same time, and I'm in the wrong position. So I have $1,000 max loss per trade. Yeah, this is the first one where I've got, I'm going the wrong way. Oh boy, that hurts. Oh boy. Okay. I don't want to ride this all the way down. It just stopped at my get out point there. Which point? I don't think if I get out, I don't think I'm going to reverse because I think it's going to go back up, but it keeps testing my resolve for sure. That 269 level seems to be, or 268.50, I think at one point. Keeps hitting there. Wow, it is actually going down. I mean, it seems like it is about to revert up. I got to get out, guys. Unfortunately, that was a bad trade for me. Back down to 11,000. I don't know what it's doing here, but I'm scared. I'm going to go long there for it to recover on the. I tried to get it just below the 50-cent mark. You saw the 20 moving average coming up. 5 and 15-minute multi-chart alignment are trying to get back in the game. It's a bit of a risky move right there. I am long biased, thinking that that's its pullback or its retracement. And now I'll look to the ATR as a possible to get back some of that money. I'm back up to $700 here. Yeah, you can expect $1,000 losses when you're playing this game. So that's the first bad trade, and I'm annoyed. I get more annoyed at the accuracy than the money, honestly, because overall it's overall pretty good. So I just called the wrong turnaround point. Now you see, since it's consolidating, we do want to pay attention to that buy sell oscillator that's telling you, like, don't keep riding this up much longer. Wow. It's kind of pushing along like, yes we are. Is that actually reconciled? 4. Yeah, we're on the same minute now. Okay, it seems like Thinkorswim got its stuff together here. So the 270.50 is where it's settled. It's breaking it. And then it turned around. Okay. Come on, guys. I've recovered from this trade. You can never really recover because you can get the money back, but you don't get as much as you would have had if you didn't do the bad trade. You know what I mean? It depends on how hard you want to be on yourself. Buy sell oscillator called it, but is it going to continue to go down, or is that just a momentarily take profit on that scalp, which I did not do? Oh my God, I'm not calling this right. I honestly didn't think it was going to go back down to the ATR there. So I missed that little scalp. I think I got out of sync by just riding it straight up the way I normally trade, guys. None of these guys need me to quarterback. They all know what they're doing. But somehow it just makes you feel better when more people are doing the same thing. And I'll call out my mistake. I'm going to take that. Okay, well, I did it before the fib, thinking that it was going to stop at this level at the 50. It went a little above it. We're actually almost at time. I didn't even realize how long we were intertwined in that stuff. So possibly this ATR level one more time. I don't want to jump out prematurely this time again. There's 15K. Now, I know everybody wants to keep trading this. I'm going to call the video at 30 minutes and then take screenshots as Charlie would be recommending. And then we'll do our own competition, which I know I'm not winning for charity, as far as you know. And then actually some is. We always do. But I don't want to start promising stuff and then makes me sound disingenuous. So everybody's good guys here. We're good people here. You guys, I'm gonna wait. I'm waiting this out. I like my 15K. I'm feeling good about it. The clock's ticking down. If I close at 15K, I'm happy. Just really consolidating here. After I had said that stuff about the indicators, we just went straight up. This is when you want to start trusting your indicators, right? Which I did do on this one. I just went a little higher. Oh, wow. I'm going to take that. Oh, it's going to do it to me again. Oh, my God. Don't keep going. I went to 69.50. I got it at 67. Oh, my God. It's going to hurt me again. It's going all the way to 69. Yeah, it tapped 69 and turned around. I called it 50 cents off is what I did. So, and then I didn't get a good fill. When I slipped. It did seem like it slipped there, like at least 16 cents or something. So with 1,000 shares, I guess that could be expected. Here we go. Now I'm back into, okay, so what time, okay, this is it. All right, this is my last trade. Thank God I didn't stay below 15. That would have been really punishing myself for days. There's 16. I'm going to ride this to the fib, guys, since it's my last trade. At the time, it's everybody's time increment, so you got to get out, reassess, then get back in, take your screenshot, as we all agree to ahead of time here. But this is basically the RV strategy with some tweaks, and this is scalping with indicators. So this is turning us around. Buy-sell oscillator. See the price action coming in right here below this area? The more people are down there for the price action. That's the market magnet. I'm just going to take it there. Oof. And it turned it around too. I don't know if it really will turn around. Now there it goes. Goes up to the fib. Oh, it already was up there. I'm sorry. It's not reconciling. Oh, boy. Yeah, so almost 16.5. Yeah, people are cheering. So that's good. That was a good day. I mean, we didn't get to 20, but I think that was a little ridiculous. But you will get to 20 if you keep trading. I mean, there have been people here that have got over 100K in just a couple hours, and we've done 45K in 30 minutes. But you just don't get this kind of a catalyst with a large cap in such an emotional market lately that, you know, you want to try to jump on these, even though the RV strategy says no catalyst. Okay, guys, listen. Thanks for watching. Be careful out there. Follow your day trading plan. Don't forget to hit your notifications so you can get those free scripts when they come out, okay? All right, thanks for watching and go green.